Well, good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to our trading room, our Monday morning trading room. Mondays and Fridays, I always seem to get the dates right. Tuesdays, I'm usually pretty good. Wednesdays and Thursdays can be a bit of a toss-up. Don't ask me why. The week just blends. All right. Well, as you may or may not have noticed, I have rolled over into the December contract today. Taking a look now at the daily NASDAQ. Not quite as bullish looking as the September contract. If you remember the September contract, we were pushing these highs here. With the December contract, we're actually a little bit shy, and this volume will be increasing as the September contract nears expiration this week. But one thing that kind of jumps out at me is how volume is declining as price is going up. What's with that? What's driving the market higher? But, oh, actually, similar thing happened back here, didn't it? Volume is off, prices go up, and then they eventually top up and come back down. So might be a similar thing going on, maybe. Friday session fairly quiet overall. And here we are opening with a gap below Friday's close. So we got a little bit of an upside gap. Because this is rollover week, things could be a little dodgy. You know, it may be hard for the market to find a trend. And usually after I say something like that, the bottom will fall out or the market will rally through the roof. At the moment, I don't think we have much of a trend though. The overnight looking a little bit constipated. There's the pre-market, and then this is where we're at right now. Your first in-sync eagle signal coming right here and hitting its profit objective before putting in a little bit of a pullback. So there you are. Only about 4 or 5 minutes into the day, your trading day could be done. Doesn't that have a nice ring to it? Okay, a little bit of a push up. I wonder if they're going to try to get into that gap here to start. Our weather a little dodgy here this morning. A little on the wet side. Which is a little early for us. The rains come in the winter, but it ain't winter yet. Nobody's really complaining that much, though. It's been a fairly dry summer. And our last winter, previous winter, was fairly dry. All right, we're still kind of flip-flopping on the signals here. I don't want to try anything until I get a better idea. Is the market in a sideways trading range? Are we going to break out? What are we going to do? These types of scenarios, a second push entry is a better way to go. We do have a 3-2-3 scenario here. All right, let's set it up. Okay, there we go. So we got the 3-2-3, we got the market on the hop. Let's see if the breakout sticks. So the 3-2-3 simply means we got the with trend signal. Now remember, a number 3 signal, because it's a continuation signal, you have to have something resembling a trend beforehand. It's a bit of a judgment call, but I'm going to call this what we've been seeing out of the open, an uptrend. Then we get the counter trend signal, which is immediately followed by another with trend signal. So the idea is that we're trying to resume the trend, and then the counter trend, the sellers try to take over, and then the buyers say, oh, no, you don't. And they try to push the market back up. If we can take out this swing high here and the support zone at 78.80, I will certainly be getting my stops cozy. But there's not much in the way of price structure here at the moment, so this is very much a dip your toe in the water kind of trade. So here's the trend line test. From here, we should see the buyers' reaction. Oh, there's the sellers pushing back already. Come on, buyers, where'd you go? It's a pretty big gap up there. You sure you don't want to fill it? There we go. All right, so we get the trade up to break even now. Oh, look at that. They're, oh, kissed my profit target. Came back, tagged me out. Yeah, sure, now you're going to go up. Stinkers. All right, well, not 100% that they want to go higher just yet. So I guess we will stay out a little bit longer. It looks as though a break-even tap out was not necessarily a bad result. Like I said, things are going to be a little bit dodgy here as they try to get their bearings. they did finally get up to my profit target, but there's no way I would have allowed the market to swing against me this much. All right, so here was our trade, our number 3 signal. I got in just a little bit later than the hash mark, unfortunately for me, because that tick or two is what prevented me from hitting my profit target. But then the market starts to peel back. Knowing that this was really the last attempt of the buyers to move the market higher, I would have been fairly quick on my stops, well, as you saw, to get them to break even, because there's no way I would want to ride out a swing like that. Notice, however, how keeping your stops 2 swings back would have actually kept you in the trade. So there was your entry. This would be swing 1. This is swing 2. And you would have got up and you would have hit your profit objective. Very important to keep a proper stop on a trade. Muy importante. Well, they made a relatively fast move lower only to recover and try to go higher again. So I don't know, are we moderately bullish? Maybe. Here, yet another 3-2-3 type combination. I don't like the signals printing quite this frequently, right? You get all this candy striping and then the real painful struggle through. And here now we get a 2-3-2 scenario, which is actually a counter trend opportunity. Okay, the buyers are not taking it higher. Maybe, we'll see if we get any kind of reaction here to the hard edge. Maybe the sellers are going to give it a poke. We might have a trend change signal on the Falcon already. Let's take a look. Ooh, we do too. We just did the trend change signal. Now, this one easier to see in hindsight. Honestly, I would not have been all that keen to take this. Oh, it was a late filter entry signal and the Bollinger Suite was in sync. So I don't know, maybe it was worth a poke. But given the modestly bullish bias on the day, I'm not sure I would have been all that keen on trying to short it. But now we're getting the pullback. If they come back now with a sell signal, what this is showing is that, okay, the buyers are trying to rally the market up, just eyeballing it off of a bit of a trend line break or bounce. And if the buyers can't hold it together, then we're going to get a trend change signal, or pardon me, a trend line touch signal to sell. There it is. We got a little bit of a second push opportunity on that, so we'll snuggle that up a little, get my exit orders out of the way. And maybe this will piggyback on a late filter entry signal to short. Not really inviting here at the moment. I will be more aggressive with my stops. So I'm going to bring my stops in, and now I'm going to get ready to bring my stops to break even at the first opportunity. As we get closer to these lows here, I'll look at a break even. Come on, you guys. No? Got a few buyers excited when we got back close to those lows. Oh, looks like I might get tagged. Proper stop is up here. I don't want to risk it that far. You could risk it to the crest in the trend line. That's doable. Could cover on the other side of the support zone as well. Notice how we're testing the first swing high. Now we're coming back with a trend change signal to the bullish side. I'm using air quotes when I say trend, because so far there isn't really one. Oops, I think I'm going to get tagged out. Do I want to give it a couple more ticks just to the support zone? Sellers got to get busy on this push. Nope. Oh well. Oops. All right, so, well, the one thing that tells me is that the buyers do seem to be stronger. So we're getting a number one signal. Maybe we should be looking for buying opportunities. Now, I normally don't do this where I'll get stopped out and then immediately look to take a signal going the other way. That tends to have bad results, especially in a market that is not trending. Or in a market which is struggling to trend. Well, the median line is not that much further. That might be a little bit too ambitious. Maybe this side of 7,900. Okay, if you're trying to run a trade out, you're required to leave a wider stop. It's just the way it works. Come on, you guys. Okay, I can get my trade to break even. We have hit our swing target, which was at 5 points. Come on. Ugh. Are they going to give me this swing? Am I going to be able to ride out the first pullback? Maybe. Maybe. There's one bull bar. Come on, where's the other one? There's two. Give me a couple bull bars and we're off to the races. No, not yet. There we go. I got my swing target again. I keep kissing the swing target. There's $100 there if you want it. Take a little bit of a sting out of that losing trade I had. Nuts. All right. A little more hopeful on that. Oh, well, trade forecaster telling me we are in scalp mode, moving to swing mode. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised at all the back and forth. All right, here's a number 3 signal with a second push opportunity. So essentially, I'm just looking to re-enter the trade I had. Come on. Rollover week. What a pain in the backside. Come on, get up there. A little more. You can do it. You're killing me. One more bullish push. You can do it. Oh, you stinkers. They keep topping here at 78.94. Oh, come on. Somebody just get on the other side of 78.94 and you're going to find a whole bunch of buyers. Wow. And here now the number 2 signal to short. All right, well, I'm going to keep my stops here at the hard edge. If we break the hard edge, that's the place for me to pull the pin. If I see another rally bar or two, I'm going to be very aggressive with my stops, but it's not looking very promising here at the moment. In fact, it looks like I'm queuing up for yet another shorting opportunity. I got to get really fast with my stops here. Okay, we're in swing mode. Things are going to even out at the bottom of the hour, hopefully moving into a little bit more of a trend cycle, but I'm about to get spanked. I could roll my stops below here, but really for the sake of a couple of ticks. It's not easy to do, but you should consider this amount gone once you place your trade. Yeah, there they go. They're going to tap me out. They're testing the bottom end of this one. They're going to test the bottom end of that one. And scoundrels. Well, serves me right for not taking my profit when I had it. I knew the market conditions were such that there wasn't much in the way of follow through. But I tried to get cute. Yeah, thanks, Ron, for those words of wisdom. Ron says, pigs get fat and a hog gets butchered. There's another version of that that says, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get butchered. Or hogs, whatever. I think they're going to get higher. We've almost filled the gap, Friday's gap. But trying to ride out those swings is something else. Here we go, more of the back and forth. I'm going to try to hold out for a more solid signal before I hop back in. You can see here was another situation where, well, last time I took it at break even, but had the right idea, just, once again, the proper stop, right? So I got in here somewhere, or actually I bought in up here, didn't I? Bought in up here somewhere. There's one swing, there's two swings. Had I left the correct stop or started with a correct stop, or just said, well, Eric, that's too much. You can't afford the proper stop. You should pass on the trade. I would have been okay. But let's say I had run the proper stop. Let's say I looked at this trade. Here was a second push opportunity on the number 3 signal. I got in. The market pulls against me. And now it starts to rally again. Well, at this point, I don't have to leave my stops down here anymore. I can roll my stops up here because I can see where the buyers have stepped up. And I have my 2 swings. I have swing 1 and I swing 2. Swing 2, in this case, lower. And I would have, at the very least, had an opportunity to get the trade to break even for a second time, if not actually hit the profit target. Oh well. Not much in the way of market participation this morning. The reason I say that is we haven't really gone anywhere. This is our daily chart. Most of this occurred pre-market, kind of opened around 78.50-ish. And here we are, just in sideways mode again. Maybe I should have stayed in the September contract for a few more days. Okay, so just doing a little comparison. You can do a market analyzer for this as well, but stop it. Comparing the September NASDAQ with the December, volume definitely higher in December. Open interest still not as high though. Open interest is a measure of your liquidity. It's not that you're going to get slipped. It's just that the September contract, even with less volume, is probably a little bit more fluid. Maybe not as choppy. Maybe. All right, here we go. We keep reaching the hard edge here of our trading band. Let's shoot a trend line across here, see where we're falling. Oh, we got a ways to go. The hawk already bearish. The falcon trying to get bearish. All right, you bears. Taking a little bounce here off the primary support zone, which was my target. I know, I'm crying over spilt milk. The Bollinger Suite is already bearish. There's my signal. Almost snuck past me. So there's the sell signal. This is the trend change signal. I'm going to take it on the hash mark. I do have a second push opportunity on this one, which is nice. We do have the market in a bit of a sideways trading range. You could leave your exit order in as a buy order if the market breaks the top end. You could frame a trade just like so. They really don't know what they want to do here today, do they? All right, well, I'll leave it. There's my trade. Probably going to have to adjust my profit target on this. That might be a little too much, 20 ticks. Maybe we'll go with an eagle target, which would be 10. So I would be looking at 28.72. And likewise here to the bull side. I'll admit I am being a little bit impatient with the market. They still haven't shown me much in the way of structure, whether the market's going to be more bullish or bearish or sideways. They've keeping it pretty well hidden from me this morning, not really committing one way or the other. We did have that little bullish rally out of the open, but that lasted for all of 15 or 20 minutes, and since then we've been in a bit of a sideways funk for the last half hour or so. All right, here now another trend change signal. All right, here now another trend change signal for the Falcon. I'll tighten it up. What the heck? Why not? Maybe the earlier entry will. Okay, so I've committed to the short side on this trend change signal. Bollingers are in sync. Got to take out this swing low here. That's where my initial entry was. what I'm hoping is the earlier entry will allow me to keep my stops up there. Wow, the lack of follow through here is impressive. Wow. So they're just testing support and resistance zones, just doing breakouts and retests and breakouts and retests. All the way back here to the highs. Yeah, we got ourselves a nasty trading range. This might actually have a little follow through because there's going to be a bunch of exit orders up here, not just mine. Just trying to get another bearish leg here so I can do something with my stops. Well, I don't know if we're going to get any more trades off here this morning. Like I said, I'm just going to try to nurse this one to at least a break-even scenario, and I guess I had better just take my swing target if I can get it. Here's my 5. I'm going to close the room again at the bottom of the hour this week. But it doesn't look like we're missing a whole lot. I do think we're going to see a move lower here. I do think the fact that the buyers haven't really managed a rally after several attempts does open up the opportunity for the bears to move the market down. Obviously, we need to get below this support zone, 78.80, which has held the market up here and again right here. There we go. Okay, so we're taking a poke at it. I'll get my trade to break even at this point. There we go. Come on. Oh, look at that. Oh, there. For a second, I thought they were going to kiss it and reverse it again. Well, had I taken my profit on my other, was it 1 trade or 2 trades? I forget. I'd actually be not too bad of a shape today, but oh well, I tried to run out a few and it did not work. But at least we finished with a profitable trade. All right, gang. Like I said, if you're looking to continue trading today, I would give the nod to the sellers ever so slightly. I can see them trying to take the market back toward the open. But overall, we still have a very broad sideways trading range. I will see you again tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Bye for now.